We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now, Wilson. And he's going to give his offense a short point to the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. 3rd down coming up.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss.
This one grabbed by Austin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. 12. Wilson will throw again. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He is in. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. A hit, and he has lost the football. And the defense has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Austin brought in motion. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Harris. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more. Taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. He'll try to run with Harris. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. No issues there. This one is good. And the Steelers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Again, it's Jones. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They run it once more with Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run, and it's Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. 13 yards on that pass play. It'll be a Vikings 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down. Now Darnold. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. Pressured, gets there, and down he goes. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Darnold now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. Come on. Austin brought in motion. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. But this is taken in by a teammate. Well, that could have been a lot worse. Very fortunate to have a teammate there at that moment to come up with the recovery. But, Greg, still in all, it is a safety and 2 points for the defense.
Mike, ball security is at a premium when you find yourself backed up on your own goal line. In this case, the running back does not secure the ball right. And as you said, he's fortunate that wasn't a touchdown, but instead, just the safety.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Darnold. Open man downfield. It's Addison. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. It is an 8-point game. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Chandler now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going through the air. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. 19 more on that one, and another first down. Up the middle, here's Jones. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Darnold to throw. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
What? There. Good.
They go play action with Wilson. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
On the give, it's Harris. He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Throwing left side, and he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Hey guys, listen. Good guys, 4 down. Good job right there. Blue leg.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Darnold. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Darnold to throw on 1st down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it And that pass falls incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted.